Man City has not made a bid. Real Madrid has not made a bid. Nobody brought 120 million pounds to the table to get this guy. There's some people are shouting that Chelsea are being inconsiderate. Chelsea shouldn't have done that. Chelsea shouldn't have done this. A club that considers you as important as any club could consider you. That is Chelsea. A club that said you are untouchable. That is Chelsea. That's what Chelsea told Enzo Fernandez. And wait. For those of you that wants to criticize Chelsea, remember this thing started way back in March, when journalists asked Enzo Fernandez, can you guarantee that you're going to be in Chelsea by next season? And what did Enzo Fernandez do? What did he say? Enzo Fernandez said, we still have about 8 games to go. Yeah, let's see what happens. We still have the World Cup. Let's see what happens. That shows you are not confident in whether you stay or go. That means you were actually considering another person. You are actually considering another club. This is the same guy that was dancing for Real Madrid. I would love to play in Real Madrid. I would like to play in Real Madrid. I would like to go to Madrid. My people love Madrid. That's what he was saying throughout the World Cup and before the World Cup. That's what this guy was saying. And some people will come here and say that Chelsea shouldn't have treated him like that. Chelsea should have treated him more. These people considered you as important to their building process. And now you just want to throw their head under the bus. That's what you were doing. That's what Enzo Fernandez was doing. It was a big disrespect to Chelsea. If you are considered an important player, I understand Nicholas Jackson reacting the way he did last season because they actually wanted to put him as a substitute and put him on the bench. I don't know that. But Enzo Fernandez played almost every game Chelsea played last season. Almost every game. So far you are fit, you will play. That's the belief Bluco had in him. And he decided to throw it under the bus for what? Now let me come to Manchester City themselves. Manchester City came in January and they took our coach, our manager, Enzo Maresca. And that thing destabilized the club, destabilized the system, destabilized Bluco, destabilized we the fans. And you want them to allow you to wait for the end of the window, the last day of the window, so as to steal him away so that we can't have a replacement again. That's the same thing you people were trying to do. That's the same thing Man City was planning to do. So they know that, yes, the player wants to come to us, and now we have his former coach here. He's going to probably come. Let's wait to the end of the window. Let's wait to the end of the window before we pull him to our side. That's what they were planning. So that when you pull Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea will not be able to have a replacement, a better replacement for him. So that's why Chelsea said, if you want him, you're not going to destabilize us again. We are not going to sleep and hand him over to you without having a replacement, without having a backup. Remember, Santos is already in Manchester United. So which backup is available for Enzo Fernandez? You Chelsea fans, reason it. These people came. They took Enzo Maresca. Chelsea had no backup. Chelsea just had to do 1 or 2 to bring in Liam Rosino. And Rosino failed. Now they are planning the same thing for Enzo Fernandez. And you people are blaming Bluco. You can't see behind the scene. Look ahead. Because if they should wait for the last day of the window to pick Enzo Fernandez, there won't be a replacement. You can't just go out and buy a player that will be a core midfielder on the last day without prior negotiation. That's what Manchester City was planning. And Enzo Maresca coming out to say that I have not seen anything like this before in my life. I have not seen anything like this before. Imagine the hypocrisy. When Manchester City came and you dropped your resignation letter for Bluco, have you seen anything like that before too? Have you seen a coach that they did not sack? Have you seen a coach leaving his duty in the middle of the season when he knows his employers, when he knows that his team does not have a backup? When he knows absolutely that his team is going to struggle if he should leave them at that point. Have you seen any coach done that before? You betrayer. You rather shut up. Shut up. And let Man City do the deal if they want to do the deal. But now it is 5 p.m. and Chelsea have said that the bid is off. Enzo Fernandez is no more available. Keep your money. Keep your betrayal. Keep your hypocritical coach and manager. You want to bite Chelsea twice. They said once beaten, twice shy. But you want to bite them twice. And you don't want them to make provisions. The last time Chelsea did a deal, the back deal with Manchester City, Chelsea ended up in 10th. And some fans that could not see the bigger picture start blaming Bluco again for how they set a deadline for Enzo Fernandez. Yet, if Man City should go ahead and sign Enzo Fernandez on the final day, it is this same fan base that will come out and be blaming them if that affects the league, if that affects the play, if that affects Xabi Alonso, they will rain it on. But now Chelsea took a stand. If you want to buy the player, we are not waiting for the final day. Buy the player now. Or keep your check. If you know the player is very important to you because you want to sell Rodri, if you know the player is very important to you, bring the 120 million pounds. Bring it. But because Barcelona does not have money to get Rodri, Rodri said, I want Barcelona. Barcelona said, we want Rodri. Man City said, we will sell him for you. This is the price tag. Barcelona stopped replying DMs. So that is the issue. Chelsea fans, you need to support Bluco. On this one, you must support Bluco. If Enzo Fernandez stays, no problem. If he eventually leaves, no problem. But Bluco have taken the right stand, and I am standing with them. Whether you are standing with them or not, please try to subscribe. Thank you. And thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you.